So you've never seen any Marvel movies?
No.
Not even TV shows, right? So you have no idea who are these characters.
No.
Probably the very first
That's
episode.
why I'm always asking you guys so many questions. Like, who is this person that just joined? Who the heck is this Wanda person?
Right. So you probably like, as soon as you saw this person, you're like, I don't know who that is. Like, what is going on? Yeah.
No. Nope. I have no idea who Vision is. I don't know who this Wanda person is.
Okay. All right.
Who's this Pietro guy that just showed up? I have no idea who these people are.
It's Pietro.
Okay. I have no idea who these people are.
Welcome and thank you for listening to this podcast, your favorite podcast, the Maximum Filipino Show. Yes, we're all Filipino. No, we're not. In this podcast, we are gonna talk about Afterflicks. This is a continuation of the Disney Plus original series WandaVision, and we're doing episode 6. Finally, we're almost there. We're almost not almost done with the season, the episode, the first season. I'm talking about we're finally caught up to where we can do every after episode. Right now it's Friday. We're doing this Friday night. The episode 7 just got released, so we're gonna watch that and then gonna shoot another podcast for that. But we're gonna give you guys an exclusive episode for episode 6.
Yes, that's right.
Right now I'm being joined by awesome people. My name is CB, Captain Bug, AJ. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me when you need money. I also have Waka. Waka is in this room, but he's in a different window, as you can see if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're listening to the podcast, we're so happy that you're listening to us. But just so you know, I don't know if you guys know this yet, we have a YouTube account. Just go to youtube.com and find the Maximum Filipino Show, and you guys can see our faces. You're gonna hear the same thing, but you get to see our faces. You
That's right.
You can have a face on the voice.
I have my own camera to
there you
myself.
Go. Just him.
See
and we have a special guest. She's an amazing woman according to her husband. She's great. She's very shy. Sometimes she's very sassy. Just so you know, the camera's right there. And she's my wife. As far as I know, it's Courtney. How's it going, Courtney?
Hi.
How are you feeling?
This is awkward.
It's awkward. This will be your very first podcast.
Yes, it is. It's exciting to see you here.
Yeah. Okay, well, before we go further,
You forgot the dog.
Oh yeah, we have a rat.
This is Leo. He's not a rat. He's my baby.
He looks like a rat. Might as well be a rat. But anyway, so if like I said, if you guys are in podcasts, you're probably not gonna see all these things. But like I said, we are so grateful that you're listening to us and you're enjoying this podcast. But we have a YouTube account. So you're not a big fan of superhero movies, right? Or shows?
No.
Yeah. Like two main genre of movies and shows that you don't watch are what?
Scary and action.
Scary and action, yeah.
I've never seen any of the superhero movies.
Except for Electra. Apparently...
No, I'm talking about like the Avengers and things. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I've never seen any superhero movie, but like...
Electra is a superhero movie.
Yes, she is a superhero.
Okay, I didn't know that, but I'm talking about like, because we're talking about WandaVision and like all the, what are they called?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Or the Avengers.
Oh, okay, the Avengers, like things like that. So I've never seen any of those.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's
so
true.
Yeah, she hasn't seen any of those, but since we're at home, we're trying to figure out what to watch. We've seen a lot of different shows, and we're still waiting for other shows. And Waka and I, doing this podcast Afterflicks, and she kind of lives with us.
I normally go to bed though.
Yeah, she normally goes to bed, but
I've watched all of the WandaVision. But,
yeah.
But after we watch it, I normally go to bed, and you guys do your podcast.
Right. And she decided to join us.
Yes.
Just maybe out of curiosity, but we're glad that you're here and joining us. So, like what she said, you've seen the so you've never seen any Marvel movies?
No.
Not even TV shows, right? So you have no idea who are these characters.
No.
Probably the very first
that's
episode.
That's why I'm always asking you guys so many questions. Like, who is this person that just joined? Who the heck is this Wanda person?
Right. So you probably like, as soon as you saw this person, you're like, I don't know who that is. Like, what is going on? Yeah.
No. Nope. I have no idea who Vision is. I don't know who this Wanda person is.
Okay. All right.
Who's this Pietro guy that just showed up? I have no idea who these people are.
It's Pietro.
Okay. I have no idea who these people are.
So what's your initial reaction?
This camera's gonna die.
It's okay. What's your initial reaction?
With the show, like the beginning of the show, like when I first started the show. Okay, so at first I thought it was like a kind of like a Fuller House type thing. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be super cool. It's gonna be like a love story, like oh, okay, I'll watch this. And it's actually not bad. I don't mind it because there's not a lot of action in it, and I don't like action. So it's more, I view it as more of a love story than anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe as we go on, it will turn more into action, and I'll be like, forget this. But right now, it's just kind of like a broken love story because, he's technically dead, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Well, that's a good analysis, I think, right?
Yeah, a lot more than I could put up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good analysis
for someone from the outside.
Yeah, for someone that hasn't seen any of the any Marvel or movies or TV show. That's a good analysis. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So we're not gonna do a recap from the first episode till now because that's a long podcast. It's gonna be a long podcast. So we're just gonna talk about episode 6. I added a section for this Waka. I added the section for our podcast, for Afterflicks, especially for TV shows. We're gonna do towards the end of the podcast. We're gonna do a prediction time. We're gonna do a prediction time. We're probably gonna rename it. We're probably gonna rename it, but for now we're gonna call it prediction time. So what are our predictions? We're gonna do that towards the end of the podcast.
Waka with predictions.
Yeah. We were just watching. What were we watching? Masked Singer, right?
Yeah.
Masked Dancer.
Yeah.
And there's the top 3, and I was like, I know who's gonna get out and who's gonna win.
Yeah.
And I was right.
Yeah.
It was on point.
Yeah, and I can't do predictions.
So anyway, let's have a quick preview of the episode 6. So we got introduced to Pietro, right? Mm-hmm. Let's start with the introduction. So we noticed that every episodes they have this distinctive introductions that's based on the real world, which is us. Because the hex is Wanda's world, and then outside the hex is the real world, and they derive some of the intros from our world, the real world's TV shows or movies, and they do it their own intro, just like Bewitched for the 60s. You have Full House, which is actually a combination of a lot of TV shows because you have Family Ties and Full House, and then the 80s, I think it was Brady Bunch.
Right.
So now we have this newer intro for the show. And Waka and I talked at first, and it was Lizzie McGuire. That's what and Courtney said.
I still think it's Lizzie McGuire. I don't know what this other thing is that you're talking about. So I
Wait,
say,
she never seen Malcolm in the Middle?
No. So I say Lizzie McGuire.
Right.
I think you would have enjoyed it.
So it is a Malcolm in the Middle, the conclusion. But I think you're right. It's a combination of two where you have this rowdy, crazy introduction, and then as soon as the episode starts,
I say it's Lizzie McGuire because everything they do in that intro is everything that they do in the Lizzie McGuire intro, except for the fact that there's no miniature Lizzie.
Right. Yeah. There's a cartoon.
That's the only thing.
Lizzie.
That's the only thing that's not.
That's true.
Yeah.
But everything else is like the Lizzie McGuire intro.
You got that feel of Lizzie McGuire. You're right.
Yeah, because in the Malcolm in the Middle, it's the same thing. Like Malcolm will go the very beginning of the episode after the introduction, he will start talking to the camera, and Lizzie does the same thing, right? Did the same thing, talk to the camera, and then the animated miniature of her will be in there doing something crazy. I don't know, but I think it's a combination of both Lizzie McGuire and Malcolm in the Middle, which is, I think it's in the same era, right?
Yeah, they are in the same era.
Like about 2000. Okay. All right. So first thing that I noticed with the introduction, right? It's the introduction. I noticed about Pietro. Well, let's start with Agnes. So you remember Agnes, right? Agnes, in the very first episode of WandaVision, Agnes till the 5th episode, she's just an extra, like an extra character where she comes in here and there. She will just show up out of nowhere,
Right.
open the door and things like that. But on episode 6, she became a full cast. Like she got a name in the introduction now. You guys notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, she's not just an extra character. She's like a legit character.
Yeah.
She has
Yeah.
a real role in it. Yeah.
Yep. And then Pietro, right? And I noticed this. Pietro got a name in there, but it's as if he's just a special guest. How do I say that? Because every time they put their names, like for example, Wanda, it will say Wanda Maximoff, and then Vision is just say Vision. You have Tommy and Billy is just their name, and then Agnes. But when it comes to Pietro Maximoff, it says as himself.
Oh.
I didn't catch that.
Because if you watch other TV shows, that's what they do when they have a special guest. They put the name and then the name of the actor, and then the role they're playing in. So he's like just a guest, like a special guest.
But I kind of figured that he would just be a special guest because when I looked it up, because I cheated and I looked it up, it did say that he wouldn't be in there very long.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. He won't be there very long.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw so the discussion that they had when they went trick or treating. I read that whole discussion online before I watched it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because my curiosity gets the best of me sometimes, and I get really impatient, and I'm like, okay, I cannot. I got
cannot-
to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, you cannot not know what's going on. Yeah, you probably before anything else, you probably noticed that we match. This is her. This is my Christmas gift for her, and this is Waka's
That's
gift
why
for
I'm
me.
out of the picture.
Because I bought her disc last Christmas, but I'm the one wearing it.
Not
so-
last Christmas, just this past
Just
Christmas.
this Christmas, yeah. And then Waka noticed that I'm the one wearing it, so he bought me one. So
Yeah,
here
he
you
was
go.
constantly stealing it. So.
Yeah, so now we match. As you guys know, we're in Michigan. It's
It's cold.
it's cold, stupidly cold. But all right, let's go back. So he's like a special guest for the show. That's why they put Pietro Maximoff as himself, and that would give us a clue on who is Pietro. Dun dun dun.
The camera just shut off.
Oh, it died.
It died.
It died.
Okay, so it's okay.
So it's just
It
gonna
la-
be Walker's voice.
it was
It's
good
just
for
be
a moment.
Walker's voice. I'll just put your face in there.
Just a picture of you.
Just a picture of you. I'm sorry.
It was fun while it lasted.
Or you can just come sit over here by us.
That was just, let's keep going.
Okay. All right. So, what else? What else did you? Okay. So, and then Agnes, and this is why we talked about this in the last episode. Agnes will play a big role in this whole show.
Right.
Agnes will play a huge role in the show, and I saw some predictions and some opinions that they had on TikTok and Facebook and social media about who Agnes is, because so Waka and I talked, and this is how I do it with TV shows and movies. When a show or a movie
Has
showed a character that's as if it's an extra character, but it's a big name. Like for example, we are in a TV show, and then Brad Pitt show up, and they as if he's just a side character. He's gonna turn out that big name will be a main character somehow,
Or like
a villain.
The
or
example that
something.
you did on the last cast was The Incredibles with
The
Usher.
Incredibles with Usher. Yeah, he was just an extra there, but I believe he's gonna be a big character when they do another Incredibles movie. So anyway, so Agnes will play a big part of this whole show,
Like within this show, or
Yeah.
like
like the whole
in a
series.
different.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, in the whole series, and a lot of people
She's
talked
like
about this, and
Aunt
I can.
Agnes.
Yeah, and I can tell you later on what will be that character. All right, so we came out with Vision wearing it's so weird because Vision, Wanda, and the kids are wearing, it's Halloween, right? It's Halloween, and they're wearing costumes. And what do you guys notice about their costumes? You probably won't notice because you haven't seen any Marvel movies, but did you notice?
I just noticed that she was wearing red and he was wearing green.
Right.
That's all.
No, I didn't catch the small stuff other than the Freddy Krueger Jason mix. On
No, I'm
that
talking
one.
about them, like the the family. What'd you notice about the costumes?
It's almost mirroring to what was in the comics, I believe.
That's their superhero costumes. Yeah, that's Wanda's Scarlet Witch costume or outfit, and then Vision's outfit similar. But Scarlet Witch, or Wanda said she's a Sokovian witch, or teller, future something teller, fortune teller, and then Vision is a wrestler.
Yes, a Mexican wrestler.
He said a booger.
Right. So I found out, Waka and Courtney, Billy and Tommy, as you noticed, their costumes. So I think it was Tommy, right? The speed kid.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the comic books, he has that speed ability, and Billy has
But this is the first episode that they came out with power.
Yes. Well, no, in the previous episode they have an ability to age.
Yeah, so they morphed.
Oh, well, yeah, but this is like the first episode that they like have actually showed like different power besides aging.
Right.
So we have speed for one of them,
and then the other one is reading people's mind or telepathic, like telepathy, and so this I don't know if you guys noticed, the two abilities are derived or inspired by Wanda and Pietro,
the speed boy.
Why not the dad?
Well,
that's a big question. Why not the dad? Well, we talked about this in the 5th episode. Vision is not really the father of those two kids because he's an android. He's a robot.
He can't make out with a robot.
Yeah, he can't produce anything.
Okay, but that does make sense.
Yeah. So who created those two kids? Wanda.
Yeah, we discussed this on the last podcast.
Wanda created the two kids. Just like the rings, she made it. She made them. But there's also prediction on. There's also assumption from people from social media, and these are the people who are crazy about comic books on who are these two kids, and I'll tell you guys that later. So anyway, so let's go back in this. Let's go back in the Halloween. Did you guys notice something when the two kids are talking to the camera, just like Malcolm in the Middle and Lizzie McGuire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys notice something different with Pietro?
He's staring at them.
Yeah, he was staring at the
I know.
boy.
He noticed that.
He noticed it. He's aware of what the kids are doing.
Okay, but that goes back to the theory of Waka saying that he doesn't think he's actually her brother. Like that he's possibly somebody that's working with the people on the outside of this whole.
That I don't know. I don't think they're working. I think okay. So a lot of people are saying. So do you remember why Jimmy Woo was there? Do you remember the reason why he was there?
He said that he had an informant.
Yep, and missing informant.
Correct.
He is the missing informant.
Is that so?
That's what they're saying. Pietro is the missing informant.
That's interesting. Of all people they use Pietro for is his character from X-Men.
Yep. So okay. So
I don't know what that means.
It's another Marvel superhero
it's another
connection.
superhero. So this ability of going in multiverse, like different
Correct.
universe and different timeline.
Yes.
This ability, whoever is using it, because I still don't think it was just Wanda.
Okay, I don't think
it.
so either. And the reason why I don't think so is because if you were listening to the conversation that they were having in this last episode, he said,
How did you do it?
No.
No. He asked
said,
her. Like he asked her, how did you do it?
I know, but he also said that I appeared because you called me. But she never called him.
Yep. Yeah. No, but he also because he was they were sitting down this hay right? Hay bale?
Yeah,
hay bale.
that's right.
Yeah.
And he was asking her, so how'd you get all these kids? Because I don't know if you guys remember, from the 1st till 5th episode, there were no children.
Even
Right.
Vision
Well,
brought that up.
Yeah, Vision brought that up.
And it's because Wanda can only manipulate adults.
Right.
Adults, not kids. And then on the episode 6, all of a sudden there's a bunch of kids everywhere.
And then coming in with Pietro, making confusions like, how did you hide these kids?
Yeah,
What did you do?
he said you did a great job of, you know, this, you stay with the same couple, now they have a better job, they have a better life, like, but how did you do it?
So
and
how
Wanda
did
said, I don't really know.
So how does he come in knowing all of this stuff about Wanda, but he just came in?
Yeah. So this is what a lot of people are saying in social media. And like I said, these are the crazy comic book people. These are not just
fanatics.
Common people who likes
call them
MCU.
fanatics.
Yeah, fanatics, nerds, if you may. That's probably not a offensive word to say, because I can be a nerd. I love certain things. But
Can
anyway,
be.
right. So anyway,
Do you not
so
see what we're
there's-
doing right now?
So they're saying that Pietro is Mephisto. Remember Mephisto?
Yeah, Mephisto.
Mephisto is
a-
one of the devils in
a
MCU.
demon or devil. Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. Like an actual one.
Yeah, and he likes Wanda. He wants to be with Wanda.
Okay, but I still think it's just her brother. And I think that because that's how I want it to be.
Oh.
I don't want it to be like, because I want it to continue to be this love story that I think it is.
With Vision and Wanda?
Yeah, with Vision
No, I think
and
it's
Wanda.
gonna stay
and
like that.
Well, they are, I mean, a couple in
Mm-hmm.
the Marvel world. I mean, plus action and all, but we haven't seen much action in this WandaVision, but you're right.
Right, but I just don't want there to be any issues for Wanda. I like Wanda.
Right.
And
right.
I feel like with this brother that's now coming into this picture, when we don't think it's actually this brother, I feel like there's about to be this big whole scene thing, and now this, you know, cute
right.
little love story is going to get ruined.
Right, right.
Well, tagging on that, didn't you bring that up the other day that you were worried that Pietro may be Mephisto? Because at first we all decided that it could be Agnes.
Agnes, yeah.
But now you're worried that it could be him.
But
could
how
be
could it be
Mephisto.
Agnes? Because we already saw Agnes.
No, so here's let me finish with Pietro first,
for
and
it.
then we can go to Agnes. So Pietro is Mephisto because he wants it's either he likes Wanda or he wants Wanda's ability. That's why he is also the reason why there's the Billy and Tommy. Like the evil, they're gonna be evil because of Mephisto. So there are creation of Wanda and Mephisto, both of them, the two kids. Remember when before Vision left during the Halloween the house thing,
Yeah.
and then the kids was like, since my uncle show up, my mom and dad are like fighting. Something
Yeah,
like that.
they
And then
haven't been the
Pietro
same,
looking
something
at
like
him.
that.
Yeah, never been
I
the
remember
same.
that one.
Okay, so and then Vision said, "I can't go because I got something to do." Right?
Yeah, he
and
was
then they're
pretending-
fighting, and then
yeah.
Pietro showed up in the picture, and then said, "If they need a father figure, I can
Ooh.
be the father
I
figure."
I heard that, but I didn't caught on to
Yeah,
that.
I
All
can
right.
be the father figure to kids.
Okay, so because like you said earlier, Mephisto
Mm-hmm.
being the maker of those two kids. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I can be the father
This
figure.
is not making sense to me, nor do I want it to make sense to me. Okay, you know what? No, I don't agree with this.
Right. No, but he just wants to. I'm not saying that that's gonna happen. That's what he wants.
I get that. I just, like I said, I wanted to say my perfect little love story, and I think it's Vision's kids, and not her brother's kids.
Well, Mephisto is not her brother.
It's
so
a-
this okay.
yes.
So
In my
eyes,
it's in a
yes.
confirmation too. It's in a confirmation that there was an existing original Pietro, because they showed the flashback of him getting shot.
Correct.
Right. So that means this person, this other Pietro, is a totally different character. It's not the same. That's a big confirmation when they did the flashback.
But they also did.
So this Pietro right now is not related to Wanda.
But they also did visions. And like in the beginning, they also did visions. And if you remember, so in this last episode, they did, when Wanda looked at Pietro, or however
Pietro,
you say
yeah.
his name, when she looked at him, she saw his wounds from when he died.
Right.
And the same thing happened in one of the previous episodes with Vision.
Right.
And here's now that you brought that up, you haven't seen Age of Ultron, but we did. Wanda never saw her brother
Getting shot. That's
getting
right.
shot. She never saw her brother. She saw Vision.
She was on the.
She was
where
in the whole thing protecting the key or whatever they're
Correct.
trying
I remember.
to
That's right.
use to explode the whole place.
I don't like how this is going.
Right. So she never saw Pietro getting shot. She felt it
Because
you know,
they're
'cause
twins.
they're
their
twins, but
abilities.
she never saw him getting shot.
So how would she know where?
I'm still caught up on the whole thing where he says, "You called me here,"
Right.
when
Right.
she never
But
did.
did you also catch when he said the reason why he's there to give you grief?
Yeah, I did. It
That's
didn't make
what
sense.
he's
So this is
told-
like he's outside of character. Say, hey, look, I'm playing this role. That you, because it's in that same scene when you said that he was, you called me here. That what was it? Something about being the uncle to being a bully or whatever. He was saying that he had a role towards the husband, towards the kids, and then to his sister, giving you grief. But look, I'm you called me here. But when he said that he called me here, I was thinking, could it be like an inner voice that?
That's what I was thinking too, but I was like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
But
I think
giving
Because
her grief, why would
what
he?
did he say before that? Didn't he say something about their parents?
yeah. Okay. So here's another thing, because when they were in the house, when he was saying about them trick or treating, Wanda's face is like,
I don't remember.
I don't
it.
remember that.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Not in that way.
And then
said.
she tested him about this kid who has a distinctive figure on his face.
Correct.
And he said, "You're testing me," because
Yeah, he's dodging the question.
he's dodging the question, because he's not the real brother.
That's correct. I know you want this to be in your real world, but in our heads,
Yeah.
we understand what's actually going on.
Yep.
I
But-
get it. I don't think. Okay, you guys have convinced me. It's not her brother.
It's
I
not
don't
her brother.
like it.
Yeah, it's not her brother. I'm pretty sure
It's just
it's
someone
not
that's
her
playing
brother.
All right,
that
who's
position.
producing this so I can write them?
Kevin Feige.
Tell them.
Kevin Feige, if you're watching this, probably not. But, you know, someday if you are watching this, yeah, my wife.
I'm gonna rewrite your script for you. Okay.
She wants to talk to you.
Just remember, Disney is backing him up. Whoever's directing this.
Right.
All right.
Okay,
Well, I
so-
guess I can contact Disney.
So, well, while you're doing that, tell whoever's in Disney to make one of our daughters or both of them princesses.
Oh yeah, they would love that.
Yeah, they would love that. So anyway,
They already think they're princesses.
right. I mean, they are princesses.
That'd
So
be good.
anyway, so Mephisto, right? Mephisto, or whoever this guy is. When he showed up, by the way, when he showed up in episode 5,
Who?
Pietro.
Pietro.
Yeah, Pietro. It's so good that I don't know if you noticed this. It's so like their mind is so good that you can't even find a plot twist on when he came in, because like I said, they're touching multiverse, right? This was what, 1980 era when he showed up, or 1990? So you got 50s, 60s,
80s,
70s, 80s. No, it's 90s. Because Full House is
a 90s show. You're right. So it's the 90s.
So it's
who does he
90s.
remind me in the 90s in the full? Well, anyway, it's not really related, but yes,
right. So
a 90s show.
It's a 90s show.
Okay, but I don't understand, because I feel like in one of the episodes, Wanda knew when people were entering into the whole atmosphere that she had created. But when he entered, there was no
sense at all.
sense that he was entering. The same thing when Vision was exiting, like when he was going out, she had no recollection. So that's what I'm kind of.
Wait, what do you mean?
Okay, so you remember?
Because they're not from there. That's why on episode 2 or 3, when she kicked out
Yeah.
Monica,
Well, that's what I'm saying. When
she knew
when
that
she.
like you're not
3.
from around here. Yeah,
It was 3.
Oh, so it's wait.
that's why she was confused when she saw Pietro, because she's like, you're not from here.
Right, but when he would have when he entered the whole gate thing that she had created, wouldn't she have sensed that?
Or
Because she sensed.
or he was already in there. Because
Possibly.
Monica, and we talked about this in the last pod, Monica was invited as if she was invited in by by
Because
Wanda.
Jimmy Woo explained that was Jimmy Woo, or I think he said
It was Jimmy Woo, yeah.
Yeah, explained that it was as if she wanted you in.
Yeah.
You know how she touched it, and then she came out,
And
touched
then
it
she
again,
got
and she was
sucked
sucked in.
Yep. Because remember the the guy who looked like a beekeeper?
Yeah.
He wasn't sucked in. He was crawling.
He was just going in. He entered
Right.
with ease.
But she knew.
Yep.
Because remember, her and Vision stepped out and saw.
And he was right there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she knew that somebody was entering in.
Right.
But not when her brother showed up.
Yeah, because
What
maybe
he's saying that he's probably already
and that's
part
why
of that
no,
whole
or part of that whole hex, or because he's Mephisto, he has something to do with that whole thing too.
True.
Like he's a part
That's two
of.
things.
He's giving. That's why when Pietro asked her, "How did you do it?" She said, "I don't really know, because Mephisto has something to do with it, controlling
So
people."
he's either
and,
pretending that.
So maybe he's the one that's actually controlling it and she's not.
well, that's what we
Yeah.
were. What he predicted.
yeah, because remember in the previous episodes too, Vision said at first you had no idea about this, and then you starting to realize what's going on. Remember that?
But everybody's blaming
Yes.
Wanda.
Yo, so that means it's because of Mephisto, or not necessarily Mephisto, or someone different entity. You know what I mean? So it's not just Wanda. There's also a
someone else.
different
Okay.
entity helping, or
Yeah, I see what
doing
you're.
this whole
I'm putting
thing.
the puzzles together.
Yep.
Okay, you're right.
Yep.
So you're saying it's Wanda and then this other
and
person.
another person, not necessarily Mephisto. It's not confirmed yet, but
So how?
That's just,
but she
what
doesn't
they're
know that she's
saying.
doing it. So,
at first,
At first, she didn't know because
She didn't
in episode 4, or was it episode 5, where Vision exploded at her, figuring out that the world is or that little hex.
Yeah.
people
it
in there.
was 5.
Yeah, it was 5.
It was 5 because Pietro showed up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
How
So
about having that conversation?
Vision was upset because he came to
Right.
all these people are being hurt, being mind controlled, and as they were arguing, he mentioned in those lines of somewhere down in the road, you did not realize all this happened until later. At one point, you did not realize it, and then she admitted it. It's like, I don't know how this started. I don't know.
Yep.
And she admitted again, actually, in episode 6 when she was talking to her brother.
Yeah. Because she was just grieving and took Vision. It was a confirmation too that Vision is only alive in the hex because he was trying to get out of the hex
Right.
and he
And he's-
started to
yeah.
disintegrate and die. So he only exists and alive inside
In
the
the
hex. And that's because of Wanda.
I
Yeah.
know, and now I want to watch the 7th one because I want to
Where-
know what
Okay.
he's thinking.
All right. So we're all in that premise that Pietro wants Vision out, right? He wants Vision out of the picture. He wants Wanda, right? And the kids can sense that. And this is where Disney is putting all these things together. Remember the movie theater? There's 2 movies showing. What are those 2 movies?
Incredibles and
Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap,
which are not in that time
Era.
period.
Exactly.
They're both in a different time period. So first is Incredibles. It's a family of superheroes.
Yeah.
Family.
It's them.
Superheroes.
There's the family of superheroes.
Okay.
right?
Oh, snap.
And
oh,
Parent
I don't
Trap.
like this.
And then-
I don't like this.
And then Parent Trap. What is Parent Trap?
There's
You have a twins
Twin.
who's trying to reconcile their,
Their parents. Oh, snap. That just happened.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Right?
That's
no.
crazy.
That just goes back to the theory of that he's their dad.
No. No, because the twins, in their perception, the parents is Vision and Wanda, not
Right, I know.
yeah. So they're trying to reconcile Vision and Wanda, not Mephisto
Because
or
right now,
or
as
Pietro.
you remember in the beginning of this episode, where the kids are
Oh
explaining,
yeah, and then
they're bickering.
yes. Okay,
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
not Wanda and her brother.
Yeah.
Or whoever
Isn't that
this
weird
other
though?
entity.
Why would he want to play if he actually was their dad? Why would he want to come back as her brother?
Because that's
that's
another
weird.
person that's dead. And
But why
can
not
relate.
come back as a friend or something else?
Because
Well,
she doesn't really know
Okay,
anybody
remember-
else.
I mean, you
Weird.
probably don't know if it is Mephisto. Mephisto, again, he's an evil character. Now he probably just just think about it. In a modern hell, he's watching Wanda and realize everything that she's doing is like, she's hot, she's powerful, I want her. And then he just decided to enter her life and try to confuse everything. And this is a devil's play right now. So maybe she's trying to play with her mind using the recollection,
Recollection.
memories. Yes,
Yeah.
English is not my thing. Using her memories, trying to swoop her in, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Swoop
yeah.
in.
Yeah, or swoop in, but try to slowly enter, like, because it's working, but then he lost it when he said, "Well, it's not like Vision's gonna die twice."
But he did die twice.
How did he die twice?
He died twice.
Wait, how?
I know he died once when they crushed the mind,
Yep.
but that was it. I don't know when it was the next time.
Yep. You remember Wanda killed him?
Oh no, that's right.
So
Wait,
he
what?
did die twice.
Okay, so in the movie Infinity War.
Infinity War.
No, Endgame.
Infinity War.
It was Infinity War?
Infinity War.
So Infinity War.
Because Thanos is trying to collect the stone. That's
correct.
in him.
So what because Vision, if you know Vision's full character, because he doesn't know who he is, half of himself, he's a very good man and a very honorable, like a knight, like a very honorable knight. He told Vision, or Wanda, kill me.
Yeah. So
Because
there's
they
this.
want the stone on his
there's
head.
this powerful
Heck
person
no.
who's trying to get the stone. You know that stone that it's on his head. So that's the last stone that this guy Thanos is trying to get. So Wanda is super powerful. She can destroy this powerful stone, like Infinity Stone. So she destroyed it. But this Thanos guy has a time stone that can reverse time. So
Going
he
back.
reversed the explosion of Vision, go back in time, and then took the stone and killed him again. And that's why he looked like he has
Like a
he had a
dent
hole
in his head.
on his
Heck
forehead.
no, I couldn't.
So
nope.
Mephisto, it's not like your dad can die twice. He did die twice.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
He did die twice.
That's crazy.
So yeah. So you got Mephisto. Now let's talk about Agnes. Agnes is a character named Agatha in the Marvel universe.
Oh, really?
And she is a witch. She's a powerful
Did
witch.
you notice? Now that you say that, did you notice that she was for Halloween? She was dressed as a witch.
Yep. And did you notice that in that border, right? Everybody's frozen except
Her.
her.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, you see, he catches all these small things. I'm so...
No, I caught that too, which I was kind of like
See,
confused.
here's the difference between you and me. I'm invested in the show. Like, at the moment, it's like, what's going on? I didn't listen to the small details. Like, I didn't realize that she was the only one moving while everyone was frozen. I didn't catch that.
I noticed that too, and it was very confusing to me. So I don't know. I was just confused. I'm like, maybe as we go on, time will tell. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And she kept repeating you're dead. Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
I think 3 or 4 times.
3 times.
Why?
We don't know. It's like putting in his head like you're
You're
dead.
dead, man. So
Because they're trying to get Vision out of the picture.
Okay, so
Him and her and Mephisto.
so those two are working together.
That's what
Yep.
I'm gonna ask. They are?
They are working together.
So in
Because
the
Agatha
comics-
is a
Because apparently you did
enemy.
your homework more than I did. So is
Yeah.
Agatha and Mephisto in the comics are kind of working together?
kind of in some other comic books, but they're both villain.
So what is in this for Agatha?
I don't know. That we don't know.
Maybe
don't know yet.
she wants the power versus Mephisto just wanting her, Wanda.
Yeah.
So they're trying to. It's like a win-win situation. I get my girl, you get what you want. Maybe this is just maybe.
So okay, so we had just said that Wanda and this
Mephisto.
Mephisto guy are working together without Wanda knowing.
It's not
So
a
what
confirmation
about-
yet. It's
Yeah,
not a
this is
confirmation.
just
Well,
a
yeah,
Mephisto.
I get it.
Yeah.
But what about Agatha? Does she have any powers?
She's a witch. Yeah.
Well, she's the witch in the comics.
And
but
whatever
no.
happened to her husband? Her husband.
Herb. Yeah, that's another question that nobody.
Wait, that's not her
nobody
husband,
can.
is it?
No, that's not her husband.
Oh, I
You're
thought
right.
it was.
Well, no, she doesn't have a husband.
Yeah.
But Herb is also a question in social media because Herb is aware. Because remember in that whole thing,
Oh, yeah.
because he said, "Do you want something change?"
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what he told.
when he
told
was,
her, and then she said,
Okay, so then
no.
he's got to have something to do
She
with
gotta
this.
have something. You know what I mean?
The people that know about it have to have something to do.
But that's right. Unless she's just playing the part as Agnes, because she husband. She did mention that when she was being the babysitter, she mentions that her man or her husband is trying to put her down with a little spray, but you can't keep her tiger down or that tiger down. So I don't know. Again, is there really another person with her in this, or she's just playing the role, right?
Yeah.
It could be her.
You wanna hear something dark about this?
Sure.
About Agnes or Agatha. Episode 5, the dog Spark.
Oh, I heard about this.
Agnes got caught burying the dog behind the bush.
Yeah, because she killed the dog.
She killed the dog.
I was thinking that the other day.
In the comic books, she killed the dog.
Look at we keep saying dog. Look at Vallejo. He's like, what?
Yep, he got caught.
Relax.
She got caught. She got caught burying the dog behind the bush.
Because you might knock into
That's
something.
so sad.
And then
But why did she want to kill the puppy?
Because there's
poor
something
innocent puppy?
with Spark. Spark had in the different comic books.
Sparky.
Sparky has a ability. She got an ability.
But she gave him the doghouse.
Yep.
Look,
I know.
I keep
So
saying
okay.
dog.
So remember the mailman when no, not mailman, but yeah, I think it was the mailman.
Yeah, the mailman walking away. It's like she won't let you go far away, right?
No, but someone said you can that she can raise the dead.
Oh, it was
her son.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, her son.
Yeah.
Remember Agnes' face? You can do that? Like the scare, the fear in her face, because you're gonna revive this dog that I just killed.
Well, that's crazy. That's different. I thought
Right.
she was just amazed or playing the roles. Like, you can bring the dead back to life.
Or it could be that, but also the way I read it, it's like she was scared. Like, oh,
Like what? She gonna get caught? Like the dog's
Yeah.
gonna talk and say, "Hey,
or
why'd you kill me
something,
for?"
or something like the dog will be scared of her because the dog remembered, something like that. But so Agnes is Agatha. I think that's the name.
It's
a
Agnes
witch.
in the play, but I can look it up.
The Agatha, in the comic books. So yeah.
That's crazy.
That's sad.
And then let's go back to the director of Sword, the acting director of Sword. What's his name?
Hayward.
Hayward.
Of sword? What sword?
That's the name of the organization that's
organization.
on the outside, trying to figure out what's going on.
The soldiers,
okay.
yeah,
Okay,
Sword.
yeah.
The acting director is, what's his name again?
Hayward.
Why am I keep saying? I'm thinking Hardaway. Hayward. All the files and Waka noticed it too.
Wait, okay, let's back up real quick.
Yeah.
The black girl that entered
Monica?
into... Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she wanting to help
Wanda.
Wanda?
Yes.
Because...
Yeah.
Okay,
She believes
'cause-
there's good in her.
okay, because I was like... He, like, seems to want to just, like, kill her and...
Yeah, because we talked about this before.
Yeah, most directors are always
Like a
leaning
ri-
to the evil side.
Yeah, the evil side.
Always doing something bad. I mean, maybe not
Most.
just in that. Yeah,
Yeah,
most
Most of the time.
director, acting director, or in a high position.
CEO or something like that. Yeah.
Because of power, rich, and whatever.
So the files that Darcy
Yes.
was looking at, it says cataract.
Yes.
Cataract is what?
It's one of the stones.
No.
No,
what?
wait, no. It's
Where are you going with
No,
this?
because I'm getting
You're
confused with
thinking about
Tesseract.
The only thing
Tesseract.
I think of is, when you say cataract is cataract arrest.
Cataract arrest.
The term that they
That's
use
cardiac arrest.
for
No.
cardiac.
Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac.
For your heart.
Yeah.
Cardiac
Yeah,
arrest.
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Cardiac.
Cataract is for your eyes. The cloudy thing in your vision.
Yeah, because he did, and he
He's
wasn't
tracking vision.
He wasn't
Correct.
tracking Wanda. He was tracking vision.
Yep, it's cataract. That's the reason why the file name is cataract.
But why does he want Vision and not Wanda?
Because okay, so here's the reason why he wants vision. In the
Because of the stone.
the third episode. It was the third episode, right? When fourth episode when they're not doing the hex. They're doing outside with Monica when the whole she came back.
Yeah.
That's right.
The fourth episode, right?
Yeah.
And while they're walking, they change the whole theme. Instead of what'd she say? Instead of creating, we're doing something against extraterrestrial. So he wants to weaponize whatever Vision has. That's why he took Vision,
Oh,
because he wants that knowledge that's in Vision.
Okay, but when Vision came out into where they were,
Mm-hmm.
they just sat there and watched him disappear.
Yeah, because he's dead technically. So he wants the parts. He wants the information that's in Vision. That's why they're not helping him. Darcy said help him, and they're not.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. It's cataract.
Yeah, I
Clouding
saw
vision.
the name.
Yeah.
I did not see the name. I did not
Yep.
catch that.
That's the name of the.
Yeah,
the
it was
file.
just a glimpse when what's her name? Danielle, Daisy,
Darcy.
Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy.
Was hacking into the system, and there's that file says cataract.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because that made no sense to me on why they were tracking Vision and not Wanda.
Yeah.
When everybody seems to be focused on Wanda.
Right.
Right.
Right. Oh, another weird thing about Herb. When he got the phone call, he was Herb.
Oh, the radio call.
Yeah, the radio call. He was naming the things before it happens. All the candies are missing, and then you see them roaming.
I just thought.
Oh,
that
all the pumpkins are
being
breaking,
smashed, and then it
happened. And then it's like, oh, we're the spray. What is it? Swirly, twirly.
The silly string.
Silly string are happening, and then it's just happening behind him.
So the way I thought, I mean, this is just me putting pieces together. Okay, so one of them is that while someone's radioing in, they're seeing them doing it while he's hearing it, and by the time he hears it, it comes to their area.
Nope. That's a possibility, but the way I take it is he's part of this whole thing.
That he's reading into the play.
Yep.
That,
Yep.
Okay, I think you're right, because you said there's 4 main people that know about this. So it's Vision, Herb,
Wanda,
and Agna. Oh, and it's 5 because of Pietro or Pietro.
That's
Pietro,
right.
yeah,
So there is
yeah.
5.
So there's 5. So all 5 of them have to have something to do with this.
Yep, because they're the only one who's aware. Even episode 3 when Herb was cutting the wall.
Yeah, and he was about to say something
About Monica. Yeah, both of them are.
Yeah. They were saying
Yeah.
that she doesn't have a home. She
Yeah,
doesn't.
because we're all, and then Agnes shook her head.
Yeah.
I wonder why though.
Because I don't know.
Because they're probably all bad.
But then that doesn't make sense though, because unless they don't know. Remember, you know how Jimmy
Or
was,
no, unless they're just putting seed in
into
in
those characters.
in Vision's mind, just get him confused and then done. You know, not totally give him the full information yet. Have Vision figure out himself.
Because so part of me is iffy about Herb, because the only 2 people you don't, not Pietro, but the one you don't see on the board. You remember how Jimmy Woo is?
It's just Agnes.
Agnes is not up there,
Nope. Yeah,
but Herb
what
is there.
board?
Herb was there.
Okay, you know how Jimmy Woo, if you remember in the scene, one of the episodes,
You remember the
he said
whiteboard?
this was initially a missing persons case. So let's name all the people on the board, and Herb was one of them. So I'm a bit confused if Herb is really in it or he's just being used to be in it,
Yep.
because he is considered
Agnes
missing.
wasn't there.
Agnes is not on the
What
board.
Agnes doesn't have the license, driver's license, because they put their name, their information in the driver's license right next to it.
That's
from the
correct.
real world, but Agnes doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know with the Herb, but all we know is he's gotta be part of something.
Yeah,
He's gotta be part of something.
because he is fully aware of what's going on. He's confusing.
Yeah, because he says that. The unknown
Yep.
is
Now-
killing me.
Now let's go. Let's go to before we go towards the ending of Sword changing into different characters like the circus and things like that, and
Right.
what happened to Darcy. We don't know what happened to Darcy.
Yeah, we
because
don't.
they showed every character's changing except
Except
Darcy.
for
for
Darcy.
Darcy.
They even showed Vision.
Okay, wait. Let's back. They didn't show Vision.
Yeah, they did.
You remember how he was dying, and then
He was on the
wall
ground
passed,
and the wall
and
passed
it brought
and he
him
was
back to life.
He was
Or-
totally fine.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay. Let's back up quite a bit of episodes real quick. So this Darcy chick comes out of nowhere.
No,
Well,
not in this show, but Darcy is in Thor in a different movie.
Yeah, she is a character.
Okay, I was gonna say because like when I was watching this, like she just all of a sudden like popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yep. She's from Thor.
She's probably like somebody that's gonna like tie into all of this and like.
She already is tied into all of it because.
Well, she's probably gonna be like another Herb or somebody.
Not a bad guy. She's
She's just nerdy scientist.
Sure?
Yes.
Very short.
Yes,
because
very sure.
She's
a good girl in Thor. She's kind of like an extra character, like a supporting.
So she's here
character.
to help out Wanda.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that girl needs all the help she can get.
No, she doesn't. Wanda's super powerful.
I know, but now she's got this Pietro person that's trying to ruin her.
You know, it's funny that someone for so powerful is still getting issues and problems.
Right. Well, because she's grieving.
And what about Vision? Is like once Vision finds out all of this, is he gonna work against Wanda?
Well, if you notice that when he was putting the pieces together, he was telling his wife, or he telling Wanda, we used to think alike, but now I don't know.
Right.
If anything against Wanda, because like I told you, that Vision is a very chivalrous type of knight, that he will do good for all of mankind. If he sees what Wanda's doing, he's going to try to stop her. Like he went out there and told them, hey, the people needs help. He didn't say his wife or Wanda's the one at fault, but he's saying people needs help there. So
so now is he gonna think this is all Wanda's fault and turn against her?
Right now he thinks so.
That's probably the premise that they're trying to make with Mephisto, because remember they want Vision out.
Yeah.
Because they want Wanda, so that's what they're trying to plan to frame Wanda, so Vision will go against her.
That makes sense. So
idea.
Vision wasn't part of the plan, you think?
I think Vision became part of the plan, so she could steal Vision, and then she will grieve and go in Westview. I think they just so happened. We can go in the prediction later, but I think that's what happened. They already set up Westview, and then she ended up being there, and then controlled the people in there.
And if you look in one of the previous episodes, Wanda went back and took Vision's body and brought him with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
from Sword Company to Westview.
And then it just started all this where she doesn't know.
Because she doesn't even remember what happened. So she took the parts, and then she went somewhere, which I assume Westview is already Westview, controlled by Mephisto and Agnes or whoever is controlling the place. And they led her going in there. And then she just woke up, remembers nothing but 1950s.
Interesting.
Yep. Okay. So before we go towards the ending, let's talk about the interesting thing that happened, or what's been happening to Monica Rambeau. Monica Rambeau does not like the name Carol, or you probably don't know, it's Captain Marvel. Every time someone mentioned about Captain Marvel, which is Hayward mentioned about Captain Marvel, she makes this face.
Yeah, because I asked Waka, I said, why is she getting cringy every time they mention this person?
So we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are assuming, and I believe it, kind of leaning this way. She was blaming Captain Marvel for the death
of her mom.
The death of her mom.
Yeah, because it only makes sense, because the only time she made an appearance was in Infinity Wars? No, in
Was her mom involved in
this whole thing?
Yeah.
No.
Like, how did she die? Like, was she like a superhero?
They made a movie of her, how she may play a role in this whole Avengers or Marvel series. So it was her movie, and there's a whole huge gap. And then the only person who knew was Director Fury, which is another guy and another character, calling out for her when the blip happened. That was the only time that her name was noticed, and then her appearance was it Infinity Wars or
kind of the Infinity War, but it is mainly Endgame.
Yeah, and so putting that tying that in, maybe her mom has been Maria. That's the name of Monica's mom. Maria has been trying to find ways of reaching out, looking for her.
For Carol?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, because Fury already did reach out to her.
Yeah, he was the only one that knew how to get a hold of her.
Yeah, but
through a page.
But based on the beginning of the Endgame, she showed up a year after.
Yeah.
Because in the end game, she showed up, and then they look for Thanos, and that's how they killed him.
Well, even in this whole WandaVision thing, like it showed a flashback of her showing up to the hospital a year later after her mom died, and she had no idea. Like, she was like, "Where's my mom? I'm looking for my mom," and they're like, "Well, she died a year ago."
Which, by the way, I just watched episode 5. It's just the guy that showed up on the bed.
So the
It's
bed
not the
didn't.
whole bed. Yeah.
The guy just appeared on the bed. What's tripping me out is on that scene. I know we're backtracking. How did the guy who's pushing the bed knew somebody was coming on the bed?
Right.
He was already rushing the guy out while he's appearing in the bed.
Yeah. So most likely the guy appeared on the bed not because of the location or the area, but because of the place where he was in.
Okay, but it wasn't just the guy on the bed that was appearing. There was a bunch of different people that were appearing within the hospital.
Right.
No, the reason why he brought that up, because we had this theory of what will happen about those who disappeared on the airplane. And
when they came back and there's no airplane.
What airplane?
No, we're just saying.
I'm talking about in general, because this happened in the whole universe.
So let me give you a brief explanation. So what happened is, the reason why these people are coming back is because someone who was very evil was trying to he decided to kill half of all life forms with the power that he had. With the power that he had, he took away half of all life form, and then the Avengers and all other helpers decided to take that back, and they brought them all back. If that makes sense, does that kind of...
That's after 5 years. So it took them 5 years to do that.
Exactly. It took 5 years to bring them all back.
And now all these people that disappeared are coming back from where they disappeared. So how about the people who disappeared from the airplanes?
At the air.
Like, so how are they going to appear if there's no plane there?
Are they going to fall from the sky?
Fall from the sky.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, question. This has nothing to do with it. I mean, kind of. Are they done making superhero movies?
No. They're making so much money. They're not going to be done with this. That's for sure.
So what's next? Because wasn't the last one like 3 years ago?
Well, there was supposed to be one came out last year, but because of Corona.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Monica Rambeau, right? Monica Rambeau. Let's talk about her real quick. Monica Rambeau is, in the comic books, is a superhero. She's not just a normal human being. She's a superhero because of her blood and her system changing.
Exactly. So remember how... how Darcy said your blood samples are changing to a molecular level. So to a cellular level.
Right.
I wish your camera was on.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. It's not because, and this is my prediction. I know we're going there later, but I'm gonna say it right now before I forget. Her molecular level is changing not because of the hex. I think she already knew her molecular level is changing, because when she first came out of the hex, they were checking her level, and they said, "Oh, it's all white." Her face wasn't surprised. It was just, "Oh."
Yeah, that's true.
And then she said later, "So I've seen enough blood samples in my lifetime."
Yes.
Oh, so she knows what's going on.
You know what's her ability? She's photon, and it's light from Captain Marvel. She's gonna have the same ability as Captain Marvel.
I figured she was already a superhero. Like when she went into the hex, I thought she was already a superhero, because I thought that's the only way she could enter. Right. That was my thinking before I knew any of this.
I know you won't remember it, but I called it that she was going to be a superhero, and you said no. So I'm happy about that.
Oh, okay.
Look at you,
I'll give you that. All right, I'll give you that. But yeah, I think she's going to be a superhero, or I think she's already a superhero. So that's Monica Rambeau. I love G.B. Wu, by the way.
Okay, so this is what I thought. I thought this is before I knew all of this. I thought her mom was a superhero. So I thought she got the superhero part from her mom, and then that's how she could enter into the hex.
Her mom was a Navy. No, not Navy. She was an Air Force. They love flying. She was one of the best, according to the movie.
Her and Carol. Maria
Captain
and Carol.
Marvel.
Yep. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Monica Rambo changing her appearance, and then the whole place. So Wanda decided to expand the whole place, expand the hex, and all the people in the sword are becoming circus place, which is funny because I think that's how she perceive sword. Just a circus play. You guys are like just a bunch of clowns. You know what I mean? You guys are just a bunch of clowns running around and trying your best to defeat me, but you guys can't do anything.
Yeah.
Now here's my question: who is? And you asked this earlier while we're watching. Who do you think is Monica's trying to contact to re-enter Hex?
She may not know because she hasn't. But
who do you think she's trying to contact?
Do you think is no, I can't because Darcy doesn't know, or she never mentioned the name. But someone engineering. I thought it was Tony Stark's, but it's not him.
He's dead.
It could be Tony Stark's daughter, or his wife, or
his daughter.
Why is
His
everybody
daughter
dead?
is young.
that's how they ended off with that because they want to start off with new
His
heroes
daughter is
later.
still young. Remember, because this is right after the blimp.
Does it have to be somebody within the hex?
But they're a teen though.
Huh?
They were a teen.
No, I Love You 3000. She's still young. This is after the blimp, right after the blimp, because she came back a week after the blimp.
Tony Stark's follower, that one kid. It could be that kid. Isn't that kid?
Who?
You remember in Iron Man 3, the little boy that was in the garage?
No, because Monica doesn't know him.
That's right.
Is it somebody within the hex?
No, it's someone outside. Is he a side character in the Marvels?
Kind of. You know what I think? You're not gonna get this, but Captain Marvel. You know those aliens? She befriended one of the kid alien.
Oh, that's right.
It's
the green alien looking ones.
Yeah. She befriended one of them, and they have this advanced technology.
Exactly. That's
I
where.
think that's who she's trying to reach.
And that's where, in that end of, was it the end of that movie, where? Oh no, it was in Spider-Man.
Far From Home.
Far From Home, where they found
Nick Fury
on the sky. Yeah.
On the sky.
Or space.
It's funny that you brought that up. That spaceship was they're saying that it was created by Sword.
Oh wow, so Sword already existed.
Yep.
After S.H.I.E.L.D. shut down.
Yeah. So created that whole spaceship because Carol and Maria knows and helping this group of aliens. So they created this whole ship where they can stay, and Nick Fury staying there.
But that's crazy because if that's true, you're saying that Sword's been around for quite a while. Mm-hmm. Even while S.H.I.E.L.D. was around.
Yeah, because Maria started it.
And how long has it existed? About what?
We don't know, but Maria started it.
I know she did. What I'm saying is that...
So how come she got kicked out?
No, she died.
She died because of cancer. You remember how...
Oh, wait, you were talking about the mom. Okay.
Yeah, the mom.
So how come the daughter got kicked out?
Because she blimped.
You remember how her has
she reappeared on
when she was in the
episode?
hospital? She's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she disappeared for 5
She
years.
disappeared along with them.
Yeah, and that's why he was the acting director.
Oh.
Hayward.
Yeah,
But when she
yeah.
came back, it should have been like...
According to what they were saying in that whole quick story, she could have been the next one.
Right.
But because she disappeared, mom was still running it, had all these other plans, hoping that her daughter come back. He took over the acting director.
Yeah,
the white
another
dude,
thing.
Hayward.
Another thing with this Hayward, man, he's such an a-hole.
Every director's a-hole.
Because
Fury.
she just showed
he's
up.
like that.
She just showed up, and the news was there's this witness that's missing. You're gonna send this person because it's missing, so you want Monica out. You want her die. You want her to disappear too. So you're gonna send her, not because she's the best,
Because
you want her to disappear.
So you think director or Hayward wants her to be out of the picture from
Out
the
of the
get-go?
picture because he heard about this witness guy that disappeared in Westview. So you're gonna send her. Like they
You
knew,
think- so it
they
was
knew about this.
intentional?
Yeah, they knew about this for a long time, and now that Monica appeared, you're gonna do it.
But they're saying that because it happened 9 days. Remember 9? Oh,
You have 9 days. If this witness person is really important, why wait for 9 days to send someone? And then another thing, if he could have easily activated her card when she entered the room. Why didn't he? You know what I mean?
So you think this is all set up?
It's all set up. Like he was hoping Monica to die in there and get captured
or get lost in there.
Get
somehow.
lost.
Maybe because he was afraid that she's gonna lose his position as the acting director.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Now let's do predictions. Let's do predictions of what's gonna happen in this next episode, and what do you guys think?
Well, I suck at predictions. So we're left off with the clowns. So what's gonna happen next?
I literally have no idea.
Vision's gonna wake up. That's my prediction.
Vision's gonna wake up.
Vision's gonna know all of it. I think he's gonna know everything.
Okay.
I think the villain is gonna officially come out in this next episode.
I think so too. I think
that we're gonna see
at least
an appearance.
Agatha.
How do you get that?
At least Agatha.
Well, because
is gonna
right
show
now
up.
it's getting to the point where the villain has to come out, because we know that it's not Wanda. We have someone who's acting like an a-hole, which is the director. There's no real villain. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no black and white bad guy, not yet. Mm-hmm. And we think in this next episode,
well, there is a black and white bad guy. It's Hayward.
Well, I think
right
Hayward
now
is just like a side nemesis, but the one that's like in control of all of this, we don't see it yet.
Nope. Yeah. But I think in episode 7, one of those people are going to be confirmed, and I think it will be Agatha or Agnes, confirm that she's evil, because the buildup is getting there.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's hard to say though. Is it going to be her, or is it going to be her brother, like Wanda's brother? Because of the fact that he's not in the show for a long period of time.
What do you mean? If he's gonna be the villain, or if he's gonna show?
Yeah, if he's gonna come out as the villain.
Well, if he is what we predict or what we thought, him being the villain, I think the true face of the villain will appear. Like, maybe
not to Wanda, but to us.
No, I think to us, to everyone, because Pietro again is just the face. Maybe this time he'll get off the disguise and show his true colors. And
I don't think that's gonna happen yet. I think Agatha for sure. It's gonna show up and do it, because her buildup is it's already there. Like, you came from that whole Vision and
from the very beginning.
Well, not just that. That's not the suspicious part yet. But the suspicious part is when Herb and her telling Vision. It started from there and then went to the kids, and she wasn't shocked about.
Okay, but a question about that: if she really is a villain. Mm-hmm. Then when Vision used his powers on her in this last episode, and she came to it, was that just her acting, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty much acting.
Yeah, pretty much.
If we think that who she is, she's pretty much acting. Otherwise, unless Mephisto backstabbed them in the whole play, or whoever the other, because we are believing there is a group villain, not a main villain. That one of them backstab one another and is like, now you're in this play, I'm taking the shots, so shut up.
That's too complicated. I think that's gonna be. I think if that would be the case, there will be more chaos of both of the villain fighting.
Well, we all know villains
in
don't.
The pictures,
because they don't trust each other.
Because we've never seen Pietro and Agnes together.
Right.
Only in the introduction.
No, not even in the introduction.
I mean, they were in the same house. Oh, I guess so. You're right. They're not in together.
Yeah, because Agnes showed up with the twins.
Right.
Correct.
In the intro. So you've never seen Pietro and Agnes together.
At least in this episode.
Yeah. Or the towards the ending of episode 5.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think that of them backstabbing each other is gonna be a little more complicated, if I would say. That would happen probably towards the end, after they show themselves, and whoever gets Wanda kind of thing, and then they're gonna fight.
Win.
Yeah.
It's like this is a gamble.
Right, but I think Agatha will show up, and then the identity of Herb will show up too, once Agatha showed up. Because I think Agnes and Herb are more connected and more closer than Pietro and Herb, or with Agnes it will be Agnes and Herb. I think she will confirm that whole thing, and then in the next episode too, I think she will finally tell. And this is just my prediction. I've never seen anything. I've never talked to anybody. I haven't seen the next episode. I think she will confirm to Wanda how it all started and how she ended up in there.
That's the biggest question that I want to know.
How she ended up in there.
There's so many unknowns in this show.
Right.
But my biggest question right now is, how did this all start, and how did Wanda get involved in this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And why is she there?
Yeah.
Yep. And I think in episode 7, probably not episode 7, maybe episode 8, that Monica will re-enter the Hex.
I think that will be in 7.
You think so?
I think
At the end, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But something has to happen with this other girl first.
Darcy?
Which one, Darcy?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out. I know
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know, man. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. That they're not gonna show Darcy in episode 7.
I disagree.
Okay, that's my prediction. They're not gonna show what will happen to her in episode 7. I think they're gonna show it to her, show it to us towards the end of the almost end of the season, or what happened to Darcy. I think they're gonna drag.
I disagree, because if she's gonna play a big role in it, then they're gonna show us.
I feel like she will be a.
What if it's instead of, what's the girl's name?
Darcy?
No, not Darcy. The other girl.
Monica?
Yeah. What if Monica can't get into the Hex, but since Darcy's already there, they kind of switch roles.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's a good prediction. Yeah.
It's probably not true.
But
Yeah.
at this point, because how you see how the clowns are already playing their part as clowns or circus freaks, do you think she has control of her mentality in being part of the Hex?
What do you think?
Oh, it's a great question.
What do you think?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think she can control her mind.
But she's locked up. So what could be
I
locked
think she
up?
can.
I don't
No,
think so.
she's just nerdy. She's not smart or strong enough to fight that.
If Monica can't, I don't think she can.
That's true, because Monica's already somewhat nearly a superhero.
Wait, didn't
person.
Monica? Did she remember?
No.
No,
she didn't.
when she was in there was bits and pieces where she revealed some of.
Yeah, because remember when Hayward was briefing the whole people, he reinstated what Monica said about the manipulation.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
it was painful. It was or
Correct.
something like that. Ridiculous. Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's gonna surprise y'all.
I
Maybe.
don't think. Yeah. Well, that could be your prediction. So,
But she's always been a
we can
side
stay with
character
that.
in everything that she's starred in.
okay. Well, we're almost done. Let's do the last question, and then we can end with this. Who's so far your favorite character? Let's start with Courtney. What's your favorite character?
Man, you're starting with me. I really, really like Wanda. I really do. Like, I know she's the main character, and it's like
Oh, how about this?
It's kind of like obvious to be like, oh, I like Wanda.
Right,
But
right.
I really like her character, and I don't like that they're putting the perspective, or like putting her off as the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that, because I really like Wanda, and I truly believe that she's good.
Okay, let's twist this a little bit, because we do this all the time in Afterflicks. Who's your favorite non-main character?
Yeah.
So main character is just WandaVision, okay?
Yeah.
So just those two.
Maybe Darcy.
Oh, Darcy. Okay.
I think
Alright.
she's got the brains. I think she
got the sass though.
Yeah.
I think that's what I like about her, though. I think I really
remember that
like...
first conversation with the other scientists in the trucks.
In the truck, she's
Oh my
like,
God.
so what do you do?
And, said,
And
I
the
don't think we're
scientist is
supposed to talk.
That's
Yeah.
what I. That's what I. I
And
don't
then
know.
he
Maybe
said
I can
it.
connect with her.
and then he said it, and he says, "I don't care."
But maybe
no one
maybe
cares.
that's why, because I can connect
Right.
with her on her sass level.
can I get? She said, "Can I get my coffee now?"
I'm like, I guess not.
Right. How about you, Waka? Who's your favorite main character?
I want to say Jimmy Woo. I mean, again, I said it in the last podcast. In the last pods, I've been saying I can never take him serious as his role because in other shows,
which one is it?
The Asian dude.
The Asian dude.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I could never take him serious because he plays in other comedy shows. So I think he's a joke, but but his role there as an FB, his role, I think, I don't know why I like him, but I just do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But then my next person was, if it wasn't for him, I think it was. I mean, I know he just appeared more in this episode, Pietro, because he has a.
Don't get me started on that boy. Mm-mm.
He has
He's coming in
a
and
attitude
ruining
that,
everything.
Right. Right.
where he will start something and then try to dodge it by bringing other things on. Like he's causing issues that I thought he's a smart kid and
Because everything was going great until he shows up. He's
just
coming
think
in and starting stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain. I guess I don't really have a favorite character, but so far I like those two.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't finish this earlier because you guys interrupted me. But so the whole Disney timeline thing, they did it so well that when Pietro showed up in the 1980s, X-Men Future Past, Days of the Future Past is 1980s.
Is it?
Yeah. Because Wolverine went back in time.
I know he did. I
It
just
was
didn't
the
know
19
the setting
it
was 80s.
It was during the 1980s.
I thought it was like late 70s, but
Yep.
okay, that makes sense.
It was during the 1980s. He was there, and so Wanda absorbed that other universe, and he showed up in the picture.
That's crazy.
So my favorite character is my second favorite character is Jimmy Woo. I'm with you there. This is why I think we're best friends.
He's barely in the show though.
So Jimmy Woo plays a comedic characters in almost every movies and TV shows.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Remember him in The Office? He's Asian Jim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's Asian Jim. Yeah, he's also the dad in Fresh Off the Boat.
Yep, that's him.
Oh my
you
gosh,
haven't?
that's him.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and he's also I'm pretty sure he's also Kim Jong-un in The Interview.
In the
Seth
interview?
Rogen and
In the
James
interview?
Franco.
The
yeah,
movie
The
interview?
Interview.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Like
pretty
with the
sure.
old
I haven't,
person?
Huh?
I haven't seen
No. That's The Intern. That's The
Oh,
Intern.
then
yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy that I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know. This is
Husband and wife.
right.
Oh, anyway,
So
I
married.
couldn't picture him with. He's still funny in the show, but
Yeah.
man, when he started beating up the cops, the sword soldiers.
Dude, I was
I'm
like, what is going on right now?
He's
Right.
like, he started punching people. I'm like, yeah, do it.
And then Darcy comes
I think
up,
this is the
"Why didn't you
most.
tell me the plan?"
I think
Okay.
this was the most we've seen him though. In this episode is the
No.
most we've seen him.
He
Yeah,
was
he
in
was
an
in episode
episode
4.
Well, I know he
Yeah.
was in the episode 4, but we didn't really see him that much. Like this was the episode that we saw him the most.
Yeah, I think he stood out more in this.
Yeah, he
episode
did. I mean, especially when he got that.
than- yeah.
Well, yeah,
so-
he's like helping Darcy and
Right. But my favorite character, because she plays so well, is Agnes.
I knew you were gonna
Agnes
say
is
that.
my favorite character. Oh my gosh, this is from the beginning, first episode till right now, with that whole scene. You're dead. Oh my lord, that was so
Okay.
good.
That's nice.
Okay, so
She was
I
so good.
actually can't take her seriously because she's in a show. I just don't remember what show she's in that I've seen her in, and she.
Don't Google it, Waka.
No, please do Google it because I.
I'll tell you. Okay, what's going on?
No, tell me.
Well, no, because
No.
she's been in a lot of shows. But what were you talking about?
She's just like she just plays a like not so serious character.
Well,
Okay.
that's how her role was from the.
So
in the
she
whole
is
show,
we've seen Parks and Recreation, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's in Parks and Recreation.
That's not where I know her from though.
Okay.
I know. I don't.
She's also in The Moms. No.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah.
What is that show? What is it called? What's that movie called?
I
The
think it was
Moms.
Moms.
No. But I know she kind of plays a ditzy person and like I don't know, I just kind of look at her as like a kind of like a dumb blonde type thing, even though she's not blonde.
I think it's like the.
You want me to name them now?
Yeah.
Bad Moms.
Bad Moms. I
Moms.
told you it's moms. It's Bad Moms with Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she plays like I feel like in all of her roles, she's kind of like a ditzy person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is she in Grown Ups? I don't think she's in Grown Ups, so that's a different
No, but
chick.
she played in Hotel Transylvania,
did she
Spider-Man,
really?
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse, the cartoon one.
Yeah.
The Anchor. Oh wow, she played in a lot. She
She plays around.
very-
she's play around that. She's distinctive to around this group of people. You know what I mean? Like Paul Rudd.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like these are the group of people when you see them, like Adam Sandler. Like she's part of that group.
Yeah,
where-
she's
yeah.
very, she's very well known.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it is Bad Moms. That's what you're thinking about. Bad Moms. All right. Well, I think that's it. That's all I got.
I
for
do
this.
have one more. I mean, it's very sad. We'll find out later. Since they've been doing the era, and this one, we can confirm that this Lizzie McGuire or Malcolm in the Middle is early 2000s. So in this decade, if they're being consistent about it, I'm thinking it's going to be in 2010. What show
Is it 2010 though? Because you got 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Oh yeah, it is 2000s. Okay, go ahead.
Because Lizzie McGuire and Malcolm in the Middle are early 2000s. What do you think they're going to do in 2010? I can't think of any shows in 2010. I was in the Philippines by then.
Right, I don't either. What's 2010?
What were like popular
sitcom?
kids shows or sitcoms then? Do you know? Because you love watching shows.
What if it's like the
I
Office?
actually
Like
never
The Office.
watched shows.
The
Right.
Office?
Yeah.
I never watched TV.
Hold on.
I don't know.
2010.
Sorry.
We're not gonna be this podcast, Walker, where we look up things. That's no.
I'm just saying. But we're coming to a close, so anyway.
Yeah, we gotta hurry this up.
Right. Because I don't want our.
wow.
Yeah.
I might have an idea, but I won't say it in here.
What is it?
Okay, but I need to know.
Well, it might be like a little bit in advance of Lizzie McGuire and so forth, like Shake It Up, kind of seeing Victorious from Nickelodeon, or Mike and Molly, Parent Kings, Raising Hope. What other sitcoms that you guys might know? I don't know.
Victorious is from 2010.
Yeah, that 10 decade. So this is gonna be more like high school ditzy kind of thing. I think
What
the
about
kids
High
are gonna
School
be older.
Musical?
Yeah.
They might do a
it's
musical
not a
this
sitcom, but
It's a movie. But,
you never know.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's what I got.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for staying with us. I was hoping this will be like a 45-minute podcast,
How long
but
did it
we're
go?
like an hour and 20 minutes now.
Well, you got 3 of us now.
Right. If you're still listening to this podcast, we are so grateful and thankful that you're here and listening to us, even though you can't see Waka.
It's okay. You see me enough.
Right.
You get to see my beautiful face instead.
Right. My name is CB Captain Bug AJ, and you can follow me on the Gum Fam Show. It's the Gum GAMFAM show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
All of social media.
and all social media. You guys can email us thegumfamshow@gmail.com. And we have a YouTube. I haven't uploaded anything on YouTube yet, but yeah, we have a YouTube.
You can see my beautiful face.
Where can people find you? My wife, the Gum Fam Show. That's
The
it.
Gum Fam Show.
That's all you need to know is to follow both of us in the Gum Fam Show. You can see our faces in there, our kids' faces, our dog, the little rat earlier. Yeah, you can see his face there
not
too.
a rat.
Waka, you can find Waka in our friends list. That's it. That's all you need. And also you can find and follow this podcast. It's the Maximum Filipino Show. We have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff. We even have LinkedIn, and we have YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, we have YouTube. Just find the Maximum Filipino Show. If you don't want to see our faces, or let's say you want to listen to this while you're working out and you don't have to see our faces, you guys can go to Spotify, Castbox, or whatever favorite podcast app platform you're in. Just look for the Maximum Filipino Show. Yeah, and you guys can also support us at patreon.com/TMFS official, and we'll be so happy and so glad, grateful if you guys can support us. You guys have anything else to say?
Let's go watch last episode.
Yep, we're gonna watch the last episode right after this. So as for me, Captain Bug, Courtney, my beautiful wife, and Waka, my other wife, thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Stick out your hand, Waka. Stick out your hand, the camera. Stick out your hand. Yeah.